guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm doing a review of Transformers Generations, Titans Returns, Stylor, and Chromedome. And I do like this figure. It's not my absolute favorite out of the four, but it's still pretty good. I do like it. Now, I always wanted them to do a Chromedome figure. I don't know why. Hardhead was always my favorite, but out of the four, I just wanted a Chromedome figure. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. It's just, I like his design. I think he looked pretty good. Something about it, I really wanted them to do a Generations version of this. I know that they did a repaint from a Prime Wheeljack, but that was like a collector's club exclusive. That's expensive as hell. I'm not going to pay like, what is it, 80 bucks for it? Yeah, hell no. So, I really wanted just a Generations Deluxe class figure, and finally we have a Generations Deluxe class figure. Now, this guy has some inspiration from Dead End. I can definitely see it. He is not a remold of Dead End, but I can definitely see where the Dead End inspiration is coming from. It's like Dark of the Moon Roadbuster to Age of Extinction Lockdown. I can definitely see where the inspiration has come from both figures. I don't know where everyone's getting Breakdown from. Whenever anyone says that this figure is definitely inspired by one of the Combiner Wars figures, they say Breakdown or pretty much anything else other than Dead End. It's kind of weird, and I don't really understand that. But let's go ahead and take a look at Chromedome. Now, the first thing you may have noticed is that he's got a little headmaster on the top here. This is not the headmaster that comes with the set. This is Loudmouth, but I just wanted to show that the headmaster can plug onto the top there. While we are on the gun, I just wanted to say that this gun is the exact same one used in the Blur and Brainstorm figure. It's the exact same mold, just molded in the red plastic. I don't necessarily mind that, and because of that, it's got a hole in the back here, so if you want, you can plug that on the back here and fill out the section. So that's very nice. The one thing I don't like about this gun, other than the hollow bits, which in robot mode you have it like this, so it doesn't really matter, is the pegs on the side. I don't know, it's just, that's a personal thing, I just don't like that. But nonetheless, it's a basic weapon thing going on with these. You can tab it on the top here, it's got a couple of tabs right here, and it's got a couple of gaps. And you can just plug that in like so if you want to. It's not like the G1 toy where it had both guns like this, but it's fine. You can also plug the guns on the side here if you want. That is optional. Now, the Chromedome figure is very nice. He definitely looks like his Generation 1 Chromedome figure. That's coming from a guy who never owned the original Chromedome, but I can definitely see the original Chromedome in this, which is very nice. They didn't do a huge leap from its Generation 1 version. They definitely took inspiration from its Generation 1 version, and I really do like that. He's got some pretty decent paint applications. The only problem that I see is that some of the paint applications does not match the molded in plastic, which we've gotten used to. You know, that happens with Transformers. I totally understand it. It's really hard to get paint right on different colored plastic. So I do understand where that's coming from, but there's like 3 different tones of brown. You get this lighter brown, which needs another layer painted on, but then you get this darker painted on brown, and it's on the same colored molded in plastic, so I don't understand where that's coming from. But nonetheless, I think it's fine. You know, it's decent. It does its job. You can see that this is painted in, and then the rest of the window is transparent smoke, so that's kind of weird. But I do like the wheels in the transparent color. I don't know why, I just really like that. I know some people don't, but I like that. You get some tampons on the front here, and some blue headlights, which looks very nice. Now you can get the figure inside here. The little headmaster, it does fit inside it. What I'd like to do to get him out is to pull out the arms and open up the canopy like so. And then you can just close back up the arms if you like. And you can see that it fits one headmaster inside there. This is a personal thing, but I would like this figure to be a 2-seater. I don't know. I know that's a lot to ask for, but I don't know. Just something about this. I would love to see this guy be a 2-seater. And this is Stylor. We'll take a look at him later. But let's go ahead and go to the transformation. And by the way, it just closes like that. It's simple, it's fine. So that's pretty good. I do like this figure. Now for the robot mode. Let's go on to the robot mode. First, open up the legs, pull the windscreen back like so. Take the legs like that and flip them down like so. And before I move on with the transformation, I need to get my Titans Returns Brainstorm, because Blur and Brainstorm doesn't just share the gun, but you can see the entire upper leg section. You can see this piece, and this piece. You can see the point where it rotates and everything, all those pieces right there. Matches Chromedome. They reused those exact pieces for the Chromedome figure. I don't necessarily mind. I mean, it is kind of cheap, but I don't know what the expense is to make Transformers anymore. I don't know how expensive it is. I don't know how expensive. I can't say words today. I don't know how expensive it is to produce Transformers figures, so if they need to do like little things like that to make things cheaper and just easier for them, I'm fine with that, really. It's not that big of a deal. Hell, they do more for the Highbrow and Scourge figure. Like, those two share a lot, and they feel like different figures. So, I don't care. It's fine for me. Anyways, close these back up, flip up the feet like so, and separate the legs. Next, what you want to do is rotate it from the waist, and you are done with the lower section. So let me lift up the camera just a bit. You're going to flip out the hands like so. Again, just like the dead end figure. And then you're going to go in here and flip down the chest, take this back section, and you're going to want to pop that out from here, and then pop that down like so. And there's a couple of tabs right here that will plug into a couple of little gaps right there. And then there's a tab right on the top here that will tab into this section right here. So you tab that in from the top, and then the little tabs right here, you want to make sure that the arms are out of the way. And just tap those in like so. And there you have the Chromedome figure in his robot mode. Now, as you can see, he's definitely missing something, and that would be a head. We will get to the head in a second. Actually, let's get into the head guy. So here is the Headmaster Stylor, and I really do like it. You can see that there's a bunch of parts in the molded red. Definitely need some paint applications to this figure because it's really hard to see those details. And not only that, it makes him look like he's part gummy bear. But I'm fine with it. Like, it's tiny. It's got such tiny little details that I'm surprised that some of the first wave Headmaster figures have so much paint. Anyways, the head itself is pretty cool. He's got a orange mask thing going on, or the mouth guard thing, and he's just got, I can't say words today. He's got some nice detail going on for him. But the majority of this is also reused from the Blur and the Brainstorm figure. The head is basically a reuse. The body, I think, is a reuse. The arms and the legs are basically a reuse. I could be wrong about that, but I definitely know that the head is the same. The face on the back is different, though. So, you can take the weapons and plug him in, like so. And just have it like that, and you can have the Chromedome figure hold it, I guess. You can try and get him to plug onto that peg like so, but it seems to pop everything out. You can also plug this on the side of the arm. He's got a hole right there. Personally, I just separate everything and, of course, give him his head, which we will do so in a second. Again, you can combine the weapons like that if you want, but I usually leave them separate for the robot mode, so that would plug in just like normal. And then this gun goes upside down like that, so that's pretty cool. You know, that's kind of like a cheap way to fill in that section. I don't know. I think that's good. And then you take the Headmaster, and you plug him onto the top like so. Actually, before that, let's take Loudmouth and just see how that looks. And I think Loudmouth actually really does look good for this figure. I don't know. That might just be me, but it's really hard to get that guy in there. Not impossible, but it's kind of tricky. And I don't know. I kind of like that. I think that looks decent. But let's, of course, give him Stylor. And, come on. God, it's really hard to get these in for the Wave 2 figures. There we go. And there he is. And that is a handsome man. I want to get the rewind figure now, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that looks really good. It really fits the profile of the figure. The only issue that I really have on the figure is he just seems very familiar to a lot of the other previous figures. Like, he doesn't change the game or anything like that. For a lot of the other Titan Master figures or Titan's Returns figures, they have some differences from the Combiner Wars figure. Like, Combiner Wars, you can sense a theme going with their transformation. And when it came to a lot of the Titans Returns figures, they can expand on their transformation because they didn't have 4 modes to go by. So with Hardhead, he was pretty cool because he definitely changes things up. For Chromedome, he just kind of feels like the same figure we've gotten over and over again, and it's kind of disappointing. Not to say that Chromedome is bad, it's just, it feels like the same thing we've gotten. He looks good, he definitely looks like Chromedome, but it's just kind of the same thing. And my other complaint with the mold is that the red paint on here does not match the red plastic. I don't know, it's just, that might be nitpicking, but it's just kind of weird. Articulation is fine, you know, he has a ball joint right here. The hinge doesn't really go up further than that. Rotation here, he has an elbow. I guess you can say he's got a wrist. Head's on a ball joint, he's got a ball joint right here. A rotation right there, and then a knee joint, and I guess some foot articulation if you want. So with that out of the way, I think if you got the rest of the guys, go ahead and get Chromedome. If you have Hardhead, if you have Highbrow, and if you have Brainstorm, definitely get this guy. If you love Chromedome in general, like you love this character, he was your favorite, oh yeah, definitely would recommend this guy. He doesn't do anything wrong. He's just not my favorite because he doesn't really change anything. You know, he doesn't feel like a totally new figure. He doesn't feel like I'm going to pick this up and it's going to be like a whole new experience. No, it just feels the same. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It just feels the same. So with that out of the way, I definitely recommend him. I think he's pretty good. If you like the lineup, yeah, definitely go get this guy. The one thing I will say is that the Headmaster doesn't seem to be the same on the art as the actual figure. With that out of the way, I guess the last thing we'll take a look at is the card. There we go, Chromedome, and there's the stats if you want to read that. Seems like some pretty low stats on that. And also if you want, let's just do this because the paint will actually match for the red. Just give him that for a second. Hey, that actually looks kind of cool. So with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.